since like elementary. I've been thinking about going to college, but I haven't put much thought into it until I was in middle school. That's when I actually started paying more attention to things I need to do to actually go to college.
I am planning to either become an apprenticeship for welding or electrical.
I've been thinking about college ever since as maybe 8th grade, 9th grade is when I really started to think about it. It wasn't until this year that I really started to think about where am I gonna go and what am I gonna do?
To prepare for college, I'm currently trying to get as involved as possible and trying to be more open to others and learning how to get along with different people so that it's not as hard when I go off to the actual college life.
Well, so far I haven't dealt with too much emotional stress. Concerning the safety and my family, yeah, it's mostly has to do with being around my family. That's the people that I feel comfortable around and that I feel safe. But I feel like once I'm in college and I make new friends, then those people, although they won't always be with me, then those people will be my new support.
The thought of not having emotional support while I'm off at college does bring stress. Sometimes I think about it, but other times I'm fine with it.
Well, I think at a trade school would be different to make friends because we'd all have one thing in common because we're all not really college people. We just want to get our welding degree or electrical or lineman stuff to go work in 3 months. Well, I guess it's kind of scary because I've lived here my entire life, so I know where I'm going, what the fun things to do are, where people's houses are. But then if I go to, say, another small town in a different area, I don't know where everything is. So I guess it could be a little scary because I'm in a different environment. I kind of like being solo because then you don't have as many people around you. I just kind of like the solo aspect of things. But having friends does help with certain things, like getting through buying a house, getting through trade school or other things. It just helps get people through things.
I feel as if moving to a new place will definitely be pretty scary for me because I like being around people, but only in the sense that the people they're near, but they're not with me. If I'm completely alone, then that's when I start getting fearful. I'm sure I will make a friend group in college because I don't intend to let myself just sit there and watch everybody else make friends while I just shut myself out, because that could really cause problems for me down the line because then I won't have anybody when something is going on.
Well, trade school is actually what I want to do because then it fulfills part of my parents' dreams of going to school after high school. Because what I truly want to do is apprenticeship, but I want to at least fulfill my parents' dreams in a small amount of a way. It's not full-blown college, but it's also not just going straight to work after high school.
The support I have from teachers really is a source of motivation for me because it makes me feel like I can do it. Although my dad doesn't show it, he always leaves when he feels sad so that we don't see that and we don't get discouraged, because they really do want us to go to college. My parents don't want us to leave because my dad would preferably have us stay together as a family. But at the same time, my dad knows just how terrible it is to work in the fields because he's always coming back with a dirt covered face and he looks really tired and he goes straight to bed and he tells me, I don't want this life for you. And I honestly wouldn't like to work like that either.
Because as a third grader, you really don't know the reality of the real world. I grew up watching My Little Pony, so I thought that life would just be friendship and magic. And when they started talking about school, I realized that it wasn't just that, and I had to push myself to get good grades. When I don't get straight A's, that really affects me because I know that I can get them. And I know that I've always been able to get them, so really there's no excuse for me. And I think that just really disappoints me because I let not only myself down, but my parents, because they know what I am capable of, and they've always seen me with those grades. I care a lot about people's opinion, especially having to do with grades, because I'm not very confident in myself, and I don't really think about my self-worth, and others' validation is what gives me that self-worth. So you have to be a certain way to be accepted into society. That really has taken a toll on what I think I should do and whether I'm good enough or not.
I think ever since I was young, I based my self-worth in a way on my grades and the teachers' compliments and stuff like that. I think a lot of the time when a classmate or a teacher tells me I've done a good job, that helps reinforce that. And my mom also, she wants me to be independent because she knows how tough it can be, especially as a woman in the world. And she doesn't want me to depend on other people and not have to live off of other people's struggles and hard work. And it's really about being a role model too, because I want other people to be confident in themselves, to do the best that they can, and to not always let other people's thoughts interfere with what they want to do and what their goals are.